Hi, all. This is Jackie with Water Bearer Light and Intuition. Welcome or welcome back. I'm being called to do another love reading, so we're going to see what Spirit has to tell us about the person on your mind. Keep in mind that this is a collective reading, so take it as it resonates and leave the rest. All right. Don't forget to use your intuition because tarot is just a guide. All right. I've already said my prayers. We're going to start out with some of these love cards here. So, all right. Spirit, do you have any advice or love advice? Anything about the person on the collective's mind? These are not the easiest to shuffle. All right, let's see. Let's try this a different way. All right. So I have 4 here. I'm being guided to take these. Okay. So the first one out. When it comes to matters of the heart, there is no right or wrong. Every choice you make expands your understanding of life and love. It's pretty awesome. And it's very true too. Actually, all decisions that we make in life, there are no wrong decisions. They just are. So, they'll lead you down a different path possibly, or, change your path temporarily depending on the decision that you make. But because we all have free will, but every choice that we make, does actually make you understand more about life and love because of the lessons that are learned. So that is very, very true. We have surrender. At times, we must surrender the old before something new can enter our lives. Let go, and all will work out. Okay, so basically, divine timing. I know we all don't like to hear that, but it is true. So just trust the universe, surrender. Just know that all will work out in the end for your highest good, actually. So the next one out is, you may not always understand why certain things happen. However, there is always a higher purpose to the events of your life. Through turmoil, a blessing will soon be revealed. And that is most likely in divine timing. So it sounds like it's going to happen soon. But, every choice we make, helps us understand life and love more. Yeah, this is awesome. And then the last card out is my beloved. And it's, though we may physically be apart, or we may be physically apart, spiritually, we are always united. For love transcends space and time. Nothing is missing. So this can be a no contact situation here. And I'm just going to drop that down. No contact. All right. Because not all of my readings are no contact, but looks like this one is a no contact because it says that although we may be physically apart, that spiritually we're always united. So this could be a twin flame. It could just be a soulmate, high level soulmate, but things obviously happen for a reason, and there's a higher purpose for what's going on. So I'm going to take these cards here. So after shuffling once, splitting the deck, we have confusion and indecisive. So it looks like you two are no contact. This person is confused about where they're, the status of your relationship, where they stand with you. And they know that not being able to decide has affected this relationship. So it looks like you all walked away from each other. One of you walked away from the other. most likely you walked away from them. But again, after I shuffled and split, we have indecisive again, and then we have mistakes. I wish I could right my wrongs. So something that this person did caused you all to split up. All right. Spirit, what do you have to tell us about the person on the collective's mind as in regard to love? All right, we have first card out, unfinished business. We still have things to resolve and discuss. All right. So there is obviously something that this person still needs to talk with you about or figure out with you. And if it's, love, twin flames, then yeah, that would definitely make sense. Second card out, we have mend. I want to fix our connection, which that's a good sign. So obviously if they've got unfinished business with you, they feel like they've got unfinished business. They don't want to let go of this connection. They want to mend things with you. They obviously, know that what they did was wrong, and they want to fix it with you. And then understanding. I see your side of the story. So they understand now where you're coming from as far as what had happened between the two of you. And they're seeing your side of the story if they hadn't before. It doesn't sound like they did see it before. So overall, even though, this seems like a no contact, well, it is a no contact because most likely because of the physically apart part over here, but it seems like they want to mend things with you. They understand where you're coming from. Ooh. All right, a few cards came out here. All right, first off, we have escape. I left when things got hard. So, yep, they ran. Which, and then, it's understandable that you all are apart now because this person ran. There was an unexpected outcome. Things didn't go the way I planned. So something happened between you all. I don't know if they had some kind of ulterior motive. They had certain intentions involved, but things did not go as planned, and they obviously got too hard for them, too difficult, and they ran. And now they feel like there's no closure for them. There's no closure, but they actually, it sounds like they don't even want closure. They want to resolve things. They don't want closure. Next card out, we have space. I need more time to think. So this person ran, but it looks like even though they want to mend things, they actually need some space to think about things a little bit longer. And then we have guilty. I feel pain from the damage I caused. So they did something here to cause the separation. All right, next card out, we have broken. I feel shattered about this situation. So they did something to hurt you, to hurt this connection. Oh no. That they feel guilty about. Things did not go the way they planned. I mean, honestly, you can't, other than, expecting people to have, just normal, decent, human decency, basically, being honest, being upfront with things. A lot of people have a hard time with that, but, just being like a decent person. Sometimes people have a hard time with that. So I'm not sure. It could be anything depending on your situation. Take these cards as it resonates, but this person now feels broken. They feel shattered because they caused you a lot of pain, and now they're feeling bad about it. They ran. It didn't work out the way they thought. Next card out is disagreements. I wish you understood how I feel. So maybe that's part of the unfinished business and the way things didn't go as they planned, because things didn't, they had certain expectations. It didn't go the way they wanted or the way they thought it would. So they ran, and now they hurt you. They ran. Now they feel like they have unfinished business because they want to fix things with you, and they wish that they could, that you knew how they feel. So hopefully they're going to come and talk with you about how they feel. They might just not be very good at opening up about their emotions, which a lot of people aren't, unfortunately. But it is what it is. That's just what happens sometimes. Ooh. All right. So next card out, we have values. We have too many differences. And maybe that goes along with the things didn't go the way I planned, or and I wish you understood how I feel. So, maybe the way they feel about certain things, like life things, relationship things, their values about all sorts of things, are just different than yours. And maybe they were just very, very rigid about things. I mean, people can live with having differences. People do it all the time, and it's not that you can't agree to disagree. I mean, it depends on what these differences are. If these are core values, like say that the collective wants a monogamous relationship, and this person is more used to like an open relationship, or their player, then they're really not the kind of person to settle down and want commitment with anyone. So that's just an example, but that could be what it is. But maybe even though they want to mend things with you, they need more time to think, because they think that your values are they're just very different. And you might feel the same way. Next card out is ego. I let my pride get in the way of our connection. So they're guilty because of the pain they caused. Um, and I'm sure their ego got in the way, but now they're understanding how you feel, or how your side of the story. All right. Next card out, we have secrets. I haven't told you everything. Well, that might have to do with some of these values. I mean, you could have been very open with this person and talked about your values, maybe more than the other person. It could be that they might be hiding something. Hopefully, it's not a third party, but they want to mend things with you. So hopefully they don't have a third party. Let's get some tarot and see. So splitting the deck, we have the Nine of Cups and the Four of Pentacles. So it looks to me like you are wish fulfillment for them, and they don't want to let you go. So even though you have differences, I mean, opposites attract sometimes. I mean, I don't always sign up for that personally, but a lot of people do. It just depends on what does it for you. I tend to like people in relationships with me that are very similar, where I have similar values, similar hobbies. We don't have to be exactly clones of each other per se, but like it's always better to have like similar taste in music, similar just things in general, so that you can actually go to concerts together, or like that you like the same activities, that you can do things together. I've been in relationships personally where I not had a lot in common with people, thinking that maybe it would still work out, and they never did. So but sometimes opposites do attract. So again, I split the deck, and we have again the Nine of Cups, wish fulfillment, and the Eight of Swords. So this person is in their head. They are stressed out. You are their wish fulfillment, and they are stressed out. They want to mend things with you so badly. So I think that maybe this, we have too many differences. I think that's past energy. I think that in the past, they felt like, you just had too many differences, and this will never work out. So maybe it's self-sabotage. I think they might have self-sabotaged because, yeah, their ego got in the way. They have secrets they didn't tell you. They ran. Yeah, they self-sabotaged. Absolutely. That's absolutely what they did. They were scared and they ran. But you are wish fulfillment. And now they are stressed out. So this person, again, when I just split, we have Eight of Swords and we have the Emperor. So this person is sitting as the Emperor, or, either this person is sitting as the Emperor and they are stressed out because of how they love you or how they feel about you, or they are stressed out because they're afraid you're going to find somebody else who is your Emperor. Unless you're the Emperor. You might be the Emperor, for them. It is possible. It is very possible. All right, Spirit. Let's see here. What do we have to tell the collective about the person on their mind here in this love reading? And just so you all know, this is a timeless reading. Whenever you found it, it obviously has a message for you here. So I just take the messages as they resonate. Oop, okay. So first card out with the tarot, Six of Wands. So this person wants victory with you. That's pretty cool. So this person really wants to work on this with you. I think that's awesome. Instead of running, I think that they realized what they did. Even though they need a little more time to think, maybe they're trying to plan their return to you. They want to mend things with you. They see what what you were saying or what you were thinking. They understand that their ego got in the way. I mean, that's a big step for somebody to realize that, they were being egotistical. Hopefully they're healing and they're working on that. And hopefully these secrets aren't anything too big. I mean, maybe this is a small thing. All right, what else we have here? All right, we have a few cards that came out. So we have the Hermit. It's Virgo. Energy there. So, and actually it fell right on the I need more time to think. They're hermiting. They're taking some time. They're reflecting on things, which is good. They need to do that. We have the Seven of Wands. So yeah, there have been difficulties here. And of course, this one is right on top of the ego. And I feel guilty and pain from the damage I caused. Yeah, they did. They caused a lot of difficulties here with this relationship. They hid things from you. They ran. Their ego got in the way. Yeah. And then we have the Queen of Wands. So I think that's you all. Very passionate. They want to make their way back to their Queen of Wands. I mean, the Queen of Wands could be a third party, but I would think if it's in the reverse, that would be more likely. All right, we have the Eight of Wands. So they're going to be coming in soon. Even though it says I need more time to think, they're going to be coming in quick with some communication for you because they want to mend things here. Even though they've been hermiting. Any more cards for us here? Can you clarify the Hermit? We have Four Cups. Yeah, they've been really reflecting on things. They've been really, really reflecting on things in pouty here. They've got these 3 cups in front of them, and all they think about is that 1 cup here, the damage that they caused with you. They want to mend things. So they're going to come in quick here. Can you clarify the 7 of Wands? Yes, please. All right, we have the Knight of Wands. So clarifying the 7 of Wands, we have the Knight of Wands. So actually, we've got the Knight of Wands and the Queen of Wands. Wow. They're not counterparts, but this person might be a little more immature as opposed to you. They could be younger. Maybe they could be. They don't have to be. But, you know, very passionate energy. They want to come in. This person wants to come in showing you that they have passion for you, that they want to talk. They want to show you that they want to mend things with you. They want victory with you. They want to fix this. They know they caused a lot of problems. All right. Can you clarify the Queen of Wands, please, Spirit? All right. So the Queen of Wands, clarifying the Queen of Wands, we have the 9 of